Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today, we got another spicy topic for you guys. Now let me ask you guys something. Do you remember when Pokemon was actually about just Pokemon? Not price charts, not PSA population reports, not checking the latest sold listings, and when you pull a card, not instantly asking, how much is this worth? There was a time long ago when opening Pokemon packs was simple. You got your pack, you ripped it open, you possibly even saw something shiny in that pack, and in that tiny little brain of yours, something snapped and went, yo, this is awesome! And then that was it. No checking market analysis, no wondering if the card would get a 9, a 10, a 1, a what? And not wondering if the card you just pulled made up for the booster box you just got. It was just all about pure excitement. And honestly, a lot of that has gone away in today's culture in the hobby. Because somewhere along the way, Pokemon cards stopped being about collecting and started becoming an investment asset. Can you flip the card? Will the card be a 10 if you get it graded? What's the ultimate value of the card? Will it go up in price in the future? Now, before everybody starts flipping out, let me clarify some things. I am not saying collecting is dead. I am definitely not saying that everybody grades cards is ruining the hobby. I grade cards. What I am saying, and I think a lot of you have noticed, the culture around cards has changed a lot. And it seems like the problem's getting worse. The vibe everywhere is different now. Everyone's priorities have shifted solely to market and financial. And a lot of the conversations around trading card games is all about price or future price. And today, I want to talk about why and how we got here. And if Pokemon can truly get back to just being collecting. Because if your first instinct after pulling a big card is, how much is it? I gotta check the eBay price listings. This might be the video for you. Let's get into part 1 of this thing, yeah? If you collected Pokemon cards as a kid, think back for a second. What actually mattered when you opened the packs? Was it the centering of the card? Was it how much edge wear was on the back of the card? It definitely wasn't whether that card had PSA 10 potential or not. Nobody in the neighborhood was saying, bro, your Charizard on the back has some whitening. We were actually passing those Charizards around between our friends with Dorito chip smudge on our fingers. Back then, the cards had value because of what it meant to you, not the market. Maybe it was your favorite Pokemon, or maybe you really liked the artwork of that card, even if it was a common or uncommon card. Or maybe it was your first ever holo card pulled. That was the value. There was that emotional, personal, and memory value. Several of my own cards I have and keep and will never get rid of just because of the personal value they hold for me. And that's what always made collecting special. Part 2, the moment everything changed. There's one specific moment that changed Pokemon forever, and I do believe we would all agree on this. 2020. Everyone was stuck at home and nostalgia was hitting hard. A lot of people started using YouTube and creating accounts, making Pokemon openings. Suddenly, the hobby exploded out of nowhere, and a ton of people entered the hobby for one main reason during that time. It was a money machine. Not because they love Pokemon, but because they thought Pokemon would be easy money. From there, the conversation changed from, what's your favorite card, to, what's your most valuable card? That right there is a complete mindset shift. Part 3, everybody's favorite. Grading cards changed everything. And man, is it bad today. Now, grading cards isn't in and of itself a bad thing. Shoot, I love grading cards. I grade a bunch of my own cards, and some of them I do grade to sell, to buy other product, and some of them I do grade to keep in my personal collection. Things like authentication and protection of the card matter, but grading has evolved way beyond preservation. For many people, just grading became the hobby. Now every time we get cards, myself included, what do? Inspect the corners, the centering, and print lines before we even appreciate the artwork. The card oftentimes becomes one question. Can I get a 10? That is investing behavior, not collecting behavior. Kiss, kiss. Part 4. Content creators helped cause this. Almost all Pokemon content became centered around financial hype. You see a lot of the famous Pokemon people dropping 5, 10K in one day buying Pokemon products. Pokemon content became centered around financial hype. I pulled a $500 card, and we all know this. Money gets clicks and views. But people who are new to the hobby see that online, and that's what they think the hobby's about. They start believing that the purpose of collecting is to invest and make money, not appreciate the cards. And once that happens, parts of the hobby start to fall apart. Part 5. This is what modern collecting looks like nowadays. How many people buy product just to keep it sealed and put it away? How many people pull a card and then immediately sell it? And how many people really care about the artwork over the market value? That's speculation. Collectors ask themselves, do I love this card? Speculators ask, will this go up in value? And those are two very different motivations. Last part, part 6. Don't worry guys, the good side of the hobby does still exist. Real collectors are still alive. Binder collectors, set builders, artist collectors, Japanese promo hunters. There's no hype, there's no speculation, and that's what survives. And guys, nothing about any of this is inherently bad. But what we're arguing for is to have a better balance of things. Which again, if we're being honest, does not look like that's gonna change anytime soon. But, are Pokemon cards completely disconnected from collecting? No. But has the hobby shifted heavily towards money? Yeah. But the good news is this, you get to choose how you participate. You don't have to chase hype. You don't have to care if the card's a PSA 10 or not. Collect what actually excites you. And if you'd like to use it as an investment, use it as an investment. Collect what actually excites you. That's what Pokemon collecting was always supposed to be. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think Pokemon cards is still about collecting, or has the hobby mostly become about money? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And guys, make sure you check out our live streams. We have multiple live streams every week. And check out our long form content. It's posted every Monday morning. And if you could be so kind, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next Monday. Choose! This pack paid for itself.